Hello, my targeted individuals community. I just now I did a video. It was about 23 minutes long. Um, where I talked about the symptoms that I had today, and I just wanted to mention this. This is going to be a quick little thing. So far, every time I've made a video here, sitting on the bed here, but especially after I've talked about anything spiritual, any type of spiritualism, but especially these videos that I made yesterday. I made about 4 of them for the targeted individual community. And this video that I made just now, after I finished the video and I went quiet, and I felt this many times in my life before, and I actually had my entire spine and neck, tailbone, all of it broken by a chiropractor. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, it was actually broken by a chiropractor. It fucked me up bad. So this feels like spinal injury, but my whole head feels like there's pressure in it. Not just my brain, not just my cranium, but my ears feel like they're full of blocked up, full of air, and like they need to blow out. My whole head, my whole face, my whole head, all the way down my neck into my shoulder blades. Out of the blue, at the end of these videos that I'm making, my whole head feels like it's about to blow up. Like it literally feels hot. And that's another symptom that I've had today. Burning hot. Just I've been boiling hot. I feel like a potato in an oven, like a potato in a boiling pot, because it's humid today, which is very odd for us weather-wise. But it's very humid yesterday and today, and I've been feeling hot. Just hot. And after I do these videos, my whole head feels like it's suddenly full of pressure, just tons of pressure and tons of heat, and like it's gonna explode, and like I'm gonna have literally like air jets, screaming out my ears, because the it finally blows my ears out, it blows my nose out. I've even had it so it makes it feel like my eyeballs are gonna come shooting out of my head. I mean, I always used to think that this was a problem with me, with my body, with my genes. I mean, uh, anytime I'd come to mom about any of my stuff, she'd just roll her eyes and write me off as a nut job. And that is how they cover for it. That is how they cover it. And I have learned my lesson. If anyone is being written off as nuts, that's the first person that you listen to, and that is who you believe. And anyone who's writing them off, everything that they've said, don't believe them anymore. Don't believe anything that they have said. So, and I learned that from the way I've been treated my whole life. And that's interesting. The screen just went white over here right in time with my watch clicking over to midnight. So, anyway, I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera or not, but so yeah, if anything is being written off as lies, conspiracies, but especially if ideas, beliefs, but most importantly overall, if individuals are being written off as nut jobs, listen to them and listen to only them, and dig through their stuff and try to figure out why they're being written off as a nut job. What is it that the establishment, big brother, whatever you want to call it, doesn't like? What is it that the people in power don't like? This was happening constantly to women, and they were constantly being written off as, insane, exaggerating liars. Same with black people. Um, same with, same with homeless people. Homeless people especially were, and even today, they're being written off as insane and druggies. So if anyone wants to write anyone off as a druggie or insane, then more than likely they have some truth that who knows what the truth is, but more than likely their physical body or their life itself is somehow exposing the truth, and it is the truth. And maybe you just have to hang out with them a little bit and see how people treat them to find out, you know, that it's not them, that it really is something's going on. And it's not them, it's the environment. So So if anyone's written off as nuts, if anyone's written off as a druggie, if anyone's written off as exaggerating, wanting attention, wanting money, a liar, those are the ones that you need to listen to, and the ones who are writing them off and are saying these terrible things about them, they're the ones who are the liars. They're the ones who are exaggerating. And I didn't mean to get into this, I don't know, social, political, human rights, basic duh obviousness. But I can't help myself. That and my head feels like it literally feels like it's going to explode. My ears are kind of going deaf because of the air pressure being built up in them right now, and it's really bugging me. It's bugging me really really bad. Uh and I'm grateful that I don't have any pain with it, but it causes me nausea. And it causes me dizziness, and it causes me confusion. And it causes me to lose my balance too. Because I've had this constantly in the past, and my mom always told me, you're a girl, it's your hormones. But I'm telling you, thankfully, because of the targeted individuals community and actually listening to guys, I know now beyond a shadow of a doubt, they don't care about plausible deniability. They don't care about plausible deniability at all. That went out the window probably during the 70s. You know, the reason that they like a caste system where, there are people who are on the bottom and there are people who are on the top is because they can experiment on and trash the people who are in the lower caste. They like, they especially pick on the homeless, uh, druggies, the addicts, whores, lesbian, gay, bi, transgender community. Wow. Okay, my screen totally flashed there. Hmm. Literally like it was taking a picture. So I don't know if that's going to pop up on the final, but so anyway, so they they especially like to pick on the lesbian, gay, bi and transgender community. They especially like to pick on the black people. They like to pick on women, especially women are also they're on the bottom. Point blank they are. Um they like to pick on anyone who they can get away with picking on. And that is why they like a caste system and they like everyone not being equal. Because believe me, if they can get away with it, they will. And being able to break everyone up into castes and groups and sections allows them to pick on large groups of people and get away with it because this large group of people will not talk to that other large group of people over there and find out that they have lots of similarities. And oh gee, this terrible stuff is happening to me too. And it's happening in this way and in this manner, which might be a little bit different, but the fundamentals are the dead stamp same. And there's a lot of shared stuff across all these communities. We're way more familiar than you think. Um, they're all way more familiar than you think. So Just because someone of a different political party or what have you says it, don't write it off. It might be correct. I'm just saying. So, just because someone of some party that you don't necessarily like, Black Lives Matter, gay, lesbian, bi, transgender, Jewish community, homeless, druggies, whores, what have you, people who you might not particularly like, don't write them off, because I can guarantee you, because of their status or their lack of status, they are telling the truth about what is being done to them and what has happened to them, because they are more likely to be targeted than anyone else, I have found. And because they're not believed, these things, those in power are getting away with it. And they're getting away with it big time. So I didn't mean for this video to run this long. But at least I'm able to say some of the things that I've been wanting to say for a long time. And at least I was able to say these things. I was wanting to say some of this stuff in the last video. I've gone much further, and I'm glad that I did. But this is very important too. So, yeah. So I thought I would just do this one and hurry up and get it out there too. I'm going to cut this off at the moment. I really do need to say a lot more, but for the moment, this is at the 11-minute mark, and I'm cutting it off at the moment. So see you in the next video, and I hope that my head doesn't feel like it's going to explode after this when I shut the camera off, because it's literally after I shut the camera off, within about 30 seconds to a minute, my head feels like it's going to literally explode. The back of my neck here, the part of the brain, I'm actually getting a lump here now in the back of my neck. The back of my neck is concave and it's supposed to be, but instead of being concave, I'm getting a lump back there again. So, which is what I had before when I was having all my kidney problems. So, you know what? I'm more the more I look, the more I just think about my own life, the more I just know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I must be a targeted individual, rather than this being some flunk out in my own genes. And rather, I always knew that this was never in my head. My family members always said it was in my head. The only concession that my mom ever gave me was saying, "Well, you're a girl, it's your hormones." "Well, you're a girl, hon, you're a girl." "You're a girl, it's your period, you're a girl." And it's like, I'm not even anywhere near my period. Why is this happening to me? And it's like, well, you're a girl, you're feminine, you're a girl. And I can't believe that even at even at the age of 30, I was swallowing that shit for stuff like this. And it wasn't until that lady talked on that open mic that I even would have known about this targeted individual community, and I even would have known that, oh my God, I'm suffering the dead stamp same symptoms of everyone else. So we got to get the word out there. And because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's lots of people who are suffering like I have been, who are positive that it's a fuck up in their genes, that it's a fuck up in something that they've eaten or drank or inhaled, that it's a fuck up in some way that they've been living, or some area of the country. Well, it's like, of course I have bad allergies. I'm living in the part of the country where there is bad allergies. Or of course I'm having migraines or depression. I live in like Seattle or someplace that supposedly is, famous for causing migraines. It's like, no, there's something else wrong. There's something else going on here. There's something else going on here, hon. There is. And you need just open your mind and look into it. There's nothing wrong with looking into it, even if you write it off. But at least look into it, and look into it actually saying, all right, this could be me. How could this actually be me? And if it's not you, then it's not you. But at least look into it thinking, all right, this could be me. Let's just say, for, playing devil's advocate, this is me. And, look into it, see if anything corresponds. Are you like this? Does it register? You know, is there anyone in your life that's similar to this? Anyone, anything? Could this be you? Is this you? And if it's not, it's not. And there you go. And so you got your answer. But in my case, it is, and it has been. So, and this is at the 15-minute mark, so I am cutting it off now. Sorry about that. So, but I just wanted to document this and let all you all out there know this, and thank you, and bye.